Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you've been following the stock market, you've probably heard a lot of buzz and maybe some grumbling about advanced micro devices, or AMD. For many, it's been a tough ride lately, earning it nicknames like Advanced Money Destroyer. But today, I'm here to tell you why I believe the tide is turning, and for AMD, the party is just getting started. In fact, I think under $150 a share is an ideal buying price. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just agree that AMD is a fantastic investment opportunity, right? Now, let's be honest, AMD's recent performance hasn't been stellar. Over the last 3 years and 1 month, the stock is down about 15%. And if you look closer, over the past 8 months, it's dipped by a significant 38%. This has naturally led to a lot of negative sentiment. People are cautious, even bearish. But here's the kicker: zooming out, the picture changes dramatically. Over 5 years, AMD is up a staggering 232%, and over 10 years, it's exploded by over 4,500%. That's incredibly impressive. For me, this current sentiment feels a lot like people did in late 2023, early 2024, a time when I bought in heavily, and it paid off. I see a similar inflection point here for AMD. Now, let's be honest, AMD's recent performance hasn't been stellar. Over the last 3 years and 1 month, the stock is down about 15%. And if you look closer, over the past 8 months, it's dipped by a significant 38%. This has naturally led to a lot of negative sentiment. People are cautious, even bearish. But here's the kicker: zooming out, the picture changes dramatically. Over 5 years, AMD is up a staggering 232%, and over 10 years, it's exploded by over 4,500%. That's incredibly impressive. For me, this current sentiment feels a lot like people did in late 2023, early 2024, a time when I bought in heavily, and it paid off. I see a similar inflection point here for AMD. Now, I know what many of you are thinking. What about NVIDIA? And it's true, NVIDIA has been an absolute beast. Since the tech low in Q4 2022, AMD is up a respectable 133%, but NVIDIA, a mind-blowing 1,136% in the same period. If you had put $100,000 into NVIDIA 10 years ago, you'd have $26 million today. With AMD, you'd have $4.6 million. Intel, well, that's a different story with a loss. But here's my point: AMD doesn't need NVIDIA to falter for AMD to win. Why? Because the total addressable market for AI chips is expanding at an insane pace. AMD's CEO, the incredible Lisa Su, predicts the AI chip market will be worth a whopping $500 billion by 2028. There's plenty of room for both giants to thrive. Let's talk numbers, because AMD's financials are looking incredibly strong. Under Lisa Su's decade-long leadership, AMD has seen only 1 year of declining revenue. That's consistency. Their latest quarterly figures are truly exciting. The data center segment saw revenue jump by an incredible 122% year-over-year, and the client segment was up 29% year-over-year. While gaming and embedded segments are currently down, they're projected to turn positive by mid to late 2025. The latest outlook projects revenue of $7.5 billion, and I'm even more optimistic, expecting $8-9 billion. Crucially, gross margins are skyrocketing to 54%, a huge leap from the 40s. I truly believe AMD is just beginning its positive revenue inflection in the last 12 months, and this trend is set to continue for years. We're looking at significant margin expansion, even if it doesn't reach NVIDIA's dizzying heights. Furthermore, AMD is expected to significantly outpace NVIDIA in EPS growth next year, potentially around 200%. While NVIDIA's growth is expected to slow, AMD's revenue is set to accelerate. Recent acquisitions like Silo AI and ZT Systems are also incredibly positive for their future development and HETP capabilities. So, what does this all mean for investors? My core thesis is simple: under $150 a share is an ideal entry point for AMD. Let's look at some projections. In my base case, assuming 25% revenue growth in 2025, then 25% revenue and 35% net income growth annually from 2026 to 2028, I see AMD stock reaching 400,500. That is a compound annual growth rate of 30% to low 40%. Even in a bearish case, with 15% revenue growth and 20% net income growth from 2026 to 2028, we're looking at 190 to 30 per share, a CAGR of 916. Still positive. But here's where it gets really exciting. My bullish case, with 35% revenue growth and 50% net income growth, could push the stock to 64080s, yielding a massive 4958 CAGR. And for the ultra-bullish case, if AMD truly dominates with 50% revenue growth and 75% net income growth, we could see prices from $1,595 to $2,175, an astounding 8710 CAGR. Even my ultra-bearish case, which I frankly find unrealistic with 0% growth after 2025, still projects 5481. I have already started a position in AMD in my public account with $52,000, and I can easily see myself investing $100,000 to $200,000 more in this stock. I am extremely optimistic about AMD's prospects from 2025 to 2028 and plan to buy shares aggressively in the short term. Of course, individual investors may disagree with my assessment, and that's perfectly fine. However, I strongly encourage you to conduct your own research or seek advice from a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. It's crucial to consider various perspectives, evaluate your own financial situation and risk tolerance, and diversify your investments. Don't rely solely on others' opinions or predictions. Remember, investing involves risks, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Stay informed, make calculated decisions, and invest responsibly. So to wrap things up, AMD is undoubtedly facing challenges, but it's important to look beyond short-term fluctuations and consider the company's long-term potential. AMD has demonstrated resilience, innovation, and a clear path to growth. By continuing to invest in research and development, expanding into new markets, and forming strategic partnerships, AMD is well positioned to overcome its current hurdles and emerge as a stronger, more formidable competitor. Moreover, it's essential to acknowledge the broader industry trends that favor AMD. The increasing demand for high-performance computing, the shift towards cloud-based services, and the growing popularity of AI applications all contribute to a favorable outlook for the company. These trends are not only beneficial for AMD, but also create opportunities for strategic partnerships and collaborations. By staying agile, adaptable, and focused on its core strengths, AMD can navigate the challenges and capitalize on the opportunities that lie ahead. The future of AMD may hold both promise and uncertainty, but it's ultimately up to the company's management, employees, and investors to shape its destiny. Through strategic decision-making, continuous innovation, and a commitment to excellence, AMD can secure its position as a leading player in the technology industry and drive sustainable success in the years to come. Thank you for joining me on this journey through AMD's challenges and future prospects. If you found this analysis helpful, please show your support. Your engagement means the world to me. Until next time, stay curious, keep investing, and remember, the best is yet to come. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.